My name is Martin and I have been studying charisma and communication skills for 4 years straight, and I've helped dozens of people improve their charisma to levels that are completely unimaginable. And that's why in today's video I will show with you the number one easiest tactic you can use so you can become 10 times more charismatic and get everybody to like you in the click of your fingers. And if you want to learn how you can become the most charismatic version of yourself, work with me directly and join a full community of people who are just like you, who want to improve their charisma and social skills, then just click the first link in the description and I will see you right there. So now here's the mindset that I want you to remember. Before doing any sort of interaction, you need to remember one thing, and that is human ego is real. If you remember this one specific information, you will be golden. But if you want to go even deeper, I will go even deeper. You might be like, okay, I understand a human ego, but what does that even mean? Let me give you a story. One day I was in a kebab store. Why is that so big? One day I was in a kebab store and there was this guy behind the desk, right? And there are all these sauces right here. He has this sauce, he has this sauce, he has this sauce, and hold up, let me pick the green. I was right here, in the kebab store, and I was like, damn, bro, can you give me the kebab? And he was like, okay, I'm gonna give you the kebab. So he made the kebab, and he put this sauce on it. He put this amazing sauce on it. Here's the problem. This guy put very little sauce onto it. So when I started eating the kebab, I realized I ate half of the kebab, and on the other half, there was literally zero to none sauce. So I was kind of disappointed at that moment. So what I did was that I came up to him and I said, hey bro, I absolutely love this sauce. Can you please give me a little bit more? Do you see what I did there? This one sentence absolutely changed the entire dynamic of the entire conversation. The social intelligence in this sentence is incredible. And that is just to glaze myself. But I'm gonna show you how you can replicate this. Most people, if they get little to none sauce, they would start to what? They would either do two things. First, they would either start to argue with the other person. And they would be like, why did you put so less sauce on my kebab? Why did you do it? And they will start to get defensive, aggressive, and this person will just remember them as a complete douchebag. But then there will be people who just look away and be like, oh damn, I got less sauce, but I'm not gonna say absolutely anything. Terrible mindset in social situations. None of these situations are correct. The best way is to say to the other person respectfully and with kindness what you need to say. This guy, yes, he said what he wanted to say, but at the end he failed because he was not sufficient enough in his communication. And this guy failed because he didn't communicate at all. So the best way is to respectfully remember that, like I said before, humans have egos. You need to protect their egos, but you need to also protect your own. So what I did here is amazing display of social intelligence. Instead of me shitting on him, I uplifted the amazing sauce. And that's when I said to him, hey bro, listen bro, I really like the sauce. Can you give me a little bit more of that? So that is the lesson that you need to remember. Keep the human ego intact. Because when you will hear this, oh boy, you will get some people hating you real quick. Real quick. That's why most of these people who we don't like, usually they hurt our egos in some way. They usually said something that we didn't want to hear. And I'm not saying to be fake. I'm not saying to be inauthentic. No. I'm saying here that you need to express even the criticism that you have in a kind way, that the other person will understand that yes, you want them to change, but you don't become assertive or extremely aggressive with it. Yes, assertiveness is a good word. Sorry, bad example. But if you become aggressive with it, or nonchalant, or just not caring, it will come across as terrible. It probably happened to you. You have been in a way somewhere and you have done something wrong, but instead of the other person confronting you with kindness and with care, with passion, the other person came up to you and he was like, hey, listen, bro, we need to sit down. Never ever do this again. And they start shitting on you. And after that conversation, you just felt terrible. You didn't even want it to change because of how terrible their messaging was. That's why I highly, highly recommend you don't do any of these two approaches, because this one will make you hate yourself and this one will make others hate you. So the best way is to keep both egos intact. And people think this is impossible. Like, oh, you either will be aggressive and assertive and you will get your own way, or you will not say anything and you will be a pussy. No, you can have both. You know that. You can have both. You don't have to be this pussy or this arrogant. No, you can find a perfect middle ground. It's all doable. People are just way too socially incompetent to even try to find a solution to this. And that's why people think that, oh, why am I so lonely? Because you are absolutely incapable in social situations. Good luck. So here's the story. Remember, humans have egos. And if you remember how to protect these egos, you will be an incredible person when it comes to social skills. So that's the message for today. If you want to work with me directly, one-on-one, on a weekly basis, join a full community of people who are just like you, click the first link in the description and you can work directly with me and join a full community of people who are just like you, who want to improve their charisma and communication skills. So take care, click the first link in the description and live a happy life.